mixed pro doubles bronze medal match coming up here on championship court. We've got Lauren Stratman and Dylan Frazier taking on the very wordy Maggie Brasha and DJ Young, who I just spoke with. And when I say wordy, I mean very hard to get a lot out of Maggie. Very calm, cool, composed. Was very happy with the way she played. And DJ self-admittedly was like, I just let her do what she does, and she did it so well. And look where they're sitting now with a rematch of their first round match that they lost. So put that like put that in your thoughts, Dave. The fact that DJ Young and Maggie Brasha lost their first match of the day and had to climb all the way back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches to get back in here. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's a rarity to lose first round and get a rematch. It doesn't happen very often because of the work you just pointed out. One of those victims on the march back was her sister, Maggie's sister, Mary Brasha. And you just got to keep grinding and keep believing. They beat the 3rd seed. They beat the 1st seed. They're now playing the 4th seed for a 2nd time, and if they win that, they can run the whole table and knock off the top 4 seeds. But I'm quite certain that Lauren Stratman and Dylan Frazier have something to say about that. Now, when you look at that first match, you see that Brasha and Young won the first game 11-8, a tight second game at 11-8, and then a very convincing 11-1 finish. So I think that's a much different pair, though, because I just saw the number 1 seed not know how to deal with the calm, cool, but steely fire of Maggie Brasha. And now DJ Young, he is sitting over here. You can just see him off to the right side. This guy is chilling out like he's got his beach chair in the sand here at Newport Beach. Look at him over here. And then he's going to just come out as confident as any player that you're ever going to see. And Brasha's playing at a high level. And I think the big thing here, Dom, is Brasha knows she belongs here now.
Yeah, absolutely, Dave.
Because as you were interviewing, she was talking about Jessie very reverentially. Like, you know, now, hey, she's got a dub on her now. She belongs. This is going to be a different match. It's going to be a great battle, and a 2 out of 3 since it's a bronze medal match.
Yeah, and I had that match earlier. That was our first match of the day, the Stratman, Frazier, Brasha, Young match. And Brasha and Young won the first game, 11-8. And they played really well. And they played really well in the second game. But then, you know, Frazier and Stratman kind of turned it on in that third game. They end up winning 11-1. And it was a very frustrated DJ Young and Maggie Brasha throughout that match, and it just kind of built. And so after you saw that too, you're like, I don't know if we're going to see them again, blah, 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 this and that. And then next thing you know, as we keep, you know, AB's next to me tracking the whole bracket all day, and she's looking at me going, hey, look at, they keep going, they keep going, they keep going, and look where we're at. They're back here in the bronze medal match.
And it's interesting you say that, and it's the perspective we get in the morning. We're calling 2 separate courts, then we come together in the afternoon. So I got their next match, and they were insanely frustrated at the beginning. Got behind a little bit, carried over into the next match. They were down a little bit, and then they took off. So that was the start. It was even at first, and then they ran away, won by double digits. And I think that was like, okay, maybe we are a pairing that can do some damage, and here they go.
Do some damage. They're taking home some hardware guaranteed right now. They're taking home some cash guaranteed right now. So, I mean, they're sitting pretty. They're sitting here at the table, Dave, and they're going, we're all in. Let's go.
Oh.
That's all it is right now. Nothing to lose.
I don't care what you flop. I'm playing my hand. I'm playing my hand.
So they're just about ready to get started here on championship court with this mixed doubles pro bronze medal match. Lauren Stratman, Dylan Frazier, Maggie Brasha, and DJ Young.
We just need a Maggie Brasha sighting.
Brasha.
We've got Alan Roman, our USA Pickleball certified referee, on the call from Minnesota, Dom. Appreciate all of our referees. Can't do it without them.
No, they come from all over to make these tournaments work and work well. And again, thank you to not just our referees on center court. We had referees all over the venue since Tuesday, Dave.
Yes.
Tuesday. It is Saturday. They have been out there in the heat, no shade, doing a great job.
Yeah, and you hope, Dom, when you think about what it takes to put on an event like this, unsung heroes everywhere, tournament desk, volunteers, we get hungry. People are making food for everybody. Mm-hmm. We got fans back involved now, which is great. The support of this great game and the conditions, as we've said all along, are perfect here. And Dom, it's our country's birthday coming up here too, so it's a holiday weekend. You and I are both in red, white, and blue. You always matching, sartorially brilliant as usual.
See my USA shoes?
Even your USA shoes. So it's just great to be out here calling this action. And this event is part of the USA Pickleball Championship Series, and the Championship Series is going to make its way from the West Coast to the East Coast. Next is a Tournament of Champions in Utah. Then we're going to go to Atlanta in September. Then we're going to go to Hilton Head in October, culminating in the Indian Wells Tennis Garden.
And we'll come all the way back.
Yep, so we're going to go and then slingshot all the way back to Cali, different part of Cali, mind you, very beautiful part of Cali. So golden tickets are available for everybody that enters, which is what's great. 2022 for the amateurs, 2021 for the winner of this draw.
Yeah, we're just waiting on a Maggie Brasha. And we will be set to go here in this bronze medal match here at the beautiful Tennis and Pickleball Club at Newport Beach. DJ just kind of looking around going, yeah. I mean, they did just end, so they do get some time.
Absolutely.
Maggie taking the full extent of that time. Sister Mary, and here she comes sprinting in.
Okay. I mean, I guarantee you, just as we could tell from the interview, the last thing she wants to be is the center of attention for waiting this to start. She just wants to sneak out on the court and play ball. And now she's ready.
All right, so we're getting ready to start here. Bronze medal match, 2 out of 3. Stratman and Frazier versus Brasha and Young. 4 seed versus 5 seed. A rematch from the first round earlier today.
Players ready? Players ready? All right, we're starting game number 1.
Stratman to serve to Brasha to start. All right, the quick outside to inside.
We're going to keep him honest from the get-go here. Yeah. And then a great job, as you said, outside, inside. So he's reaching that way, come back. He's going to recorrect. It's the way to start a match.
No better way to start than get on the board early. Off the right bicep of Dylan Frazier here. Watch DJ Young just stretch that Ernie and come back in and say, I'm going to finish that.
Yeah. Maggie, you're fine over there. I'm here. I got it.
Oh no, it's the devilish.
Yeah.
We hear it's the devilish from DJ Young, and that's a sign that he's going.
Here we go again. And Ernie, he was going before Frazier hit the ball. I mean, just anticipation. Brilliant by Young so far.
I think Young kind of scared Brasha right there.
Yep, stuck that paddle out.
2-1-2.
That DJ Young had no other he does apologize, but he had no other intention of driving that ball through Dylan Frazier's body.
I see an Onyx logo and I'm going for it.
What? DJ Young is all over the court.
Again, we knew it. We knew it when he was sitting in his air quote beach chair,
yeah.
And now he's going.
The Dikembe
watch
Mutombo
this.
finger wag. Dave, I think he took it personal when I said, hey, DJ, I'll just take Maggie for the interview because she did all the work.
And just timeout has to be called there, and it is.
1 minute timeout. Score is 6-1.
It's a 6-1 lead here. There is no stopping DJ Young right now, and it's incredible to see because, like we talked about in that last match, it was all Brasha. And now, until the end, when DJ Young kind of took over those last 3 points, now it is all DJ Young.
Yeah, you know, Maggie Brasha's been asked to make a couple thirds, which she has, and if she throws those thirds down at their feet, his wingspan and athleticism, and those are two very important. You can be wide but not have good feet, and that won't help you. He's got everything working. She's playing the same complementary role, just being asked to do a few different things. In this case, she's being asked make the thirds, reset the ball, and then I am hunting everything.
Oh, DJ Young is a lion in the jungle right now.
So, Stratman and Frazier, make the ball bounce, keep them honest, go behind it, but the ball has to bounce.
Okay, so Stratman ends up on the left side that time.
Yeah, they're either going to look for the bounce. Now, they like to attack, so they're going to just try and get to Brasha. And that creates errors like that one because you're in a hurry to do that. But, I mean, they're playing fast. I can't even finish a sentence. Here we go. And it's rare for the team behind to play fast, like just settle in. I mean, they raced the line. I could see it as I was talking. I got to shut up immediately because they're ready to go.
Yeah, if I'm down, Dave, I'm the one doing the Marcin Respetsky and kicking the ball to the fence, and you know the well-known Marcin Respetsky move. All right, Frazier comes out on top of that one.
Yeah, and you know Maggie knows if that drop is a little high and attackable, she is getting the next ball. She was able to fend it off, but Frazier finishes.
Just a little much there. Definitely a heat check there. Oh, she did not miss maybe any of those the last match.
None.
But she hasn't had many this match, so.
No. Yep.
And that can't happen right now from Frazier and Stratman. Every third needs to be over the net. Every one.
Yeah, and we're talking 100% to get back in this.
I mean,
tomahawk, Ernie.
Just everything going.
And what I mean by that is watch the way the paddle sits. Just brilliant. Even that stays in.
Right.
Bad communication, obviously, on the far side there.
8, 2, 1.
Little
Gotta
kiss.
use the net. Gotta use it right
Yeah.
now.
Yep. There's Brasha stepping back to serve. Stratman dialed in there. They've got to have a good return and get this back here if they have any chance in game one.
Stratman almost looks like
She's like
she got
done with the point.
little no. She got scared.
Yeah, look at her. No, all her hands were up, and Frazier just said, "Okay, I'm sorry, and I've got it."
Oh my goodness.
The backhand, that one right there, rolling it over there, and then the Burt. Time to get to Sesame Street. Bird, of course, for those of you new to that term, is a Ernie in front of your partner. So on the other side of the court, perfectly executed by Young. You got to have really long legs to pull that off.
He had one in their first match against them. Just when you're feeling it, Dave, what can you do? I mean,
The ball's got to bounce, and they've got to slowly work the ball over to Brasha.
you have to force her to hit
Yes,
the ball.
you have to. Like that return even is just too easy to get him engaged.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. He's human. It's still second serve now. I feel like
Right.
when they serve, it's 4 serves.
Right.
Unbelievable what he's doing and the manipulation
Yes.
of the point.
Yeah.
10, 2, 2.
Again, they need to use the net to get something.
Yeah, and if you're going to return to Young, which is good, keep him off the net, and he's going to roll that third high, you just got to come out and smash it at Brasha. She's been able to handle it. See if you can get 10-3 to become 10-5, 6. Just find some point constructions that work, because this is not.
Good ball right there by Dylan Frazier.
So again, the dinks have to be more aggressive. Pulling them wide has to be with significant. We can't miss thirds if we're the Stratman and Frazier duo. And quite frankly, that's another thing. Close to 100% thirds on the Brasha and Young side.
Yeah. It's there.
Oh, yeah. But if I'm Stratman and Frazier, I'm like, okay, I want it in his head that he's capable of missing those. Keep fighting through this game. Yeah. Just taking over. I mean,
Yes.
taking over.
It's beautiful. It's so fun to watch. Oh, misses that one.
Yeah, and that was almost one of these. I saw this in women's doubles. Sometimes she sits backhand and ends up hitting a two-handed forehand there, and that got pushed wide. Another chance at game one here.
No. Timeout's been called by the receiving team.
Great timeout
Yeah.
there. DJ Young's like, hey, okay. He did this in the last match, saw something he wasn't comfortable with, said, okay, Maggie, we're good. let's go sit down and talk. We have a nice 5-point lead. We only need one more point. I want both of us to be in perfect mental and physical and hydrated shape. So let's go sit. He's just talking. I just love that shot of them over to the side there. They're organized. Stratman and Frazier are nowhere near each other. Frazier is standing behind the baseline, spinning his paddle. Now they're together, so they're getting that worked out over there as well. So, you know, can 5 become 8? Put a little pressure on this. You got to get the first one, and the thirds, again, have to be 100%.
Yeah, without a doubt. You have to get every third over. They've kind of weathered the DJ Young storm a little bit, but you can't. You got to carry this into, you know, a few points rattled off here and, you know, into the next game as well.
And honestly, that is the same as missing a third. I mean, obviously you had to hit one more ball, but
yeah,
the precision needs to be there because it's already rough at the kitchen line.
Young leaves it. And a 4th opportunity here for Brasha and Young to end this first game. Nice attack there from Maggie Brasha, and they will take game 1, 11-5. DJ Young just a man on fire in that game, just taking over, Dave. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see if Stratman and Frazier can cool down Brasha and Young. Don't go anywhere.
And I'm here to tell you why the pros prefer the Franklin X40 Pickleball. I really like the durability. It's pretty rare that I crack one of these. I really like the balance in the ball. I really love this ball because of the color. The visibility at any time during the day is always extremely easy to see. So I think it's not just for the players, it's also a great spectator ball.
Back here, game 2 of this bronze medal match. Brasha and Young take game 1 over Stratman and Frazier 11-5. DJ Young all over the court in that first game. Let's see if Stratman and Frazier have an answer for DJ Young in this second game.
0-0-2.
Go behind him. You're going to have to keeping him honest over there on the backhand side. Go behind him.
Yeah, keep him out of the middle.
Yep.
Zero, zero, two.
Frazier's got to bring the third percentage up. It might be 50% or less, and that is just, there's just no way to come back from that.
Yeah, and after he hit that last shot, he's visibly frustrated.
See, he's got to be established up there first. As he's coming in, going behind him is not it. You got to bounce that ball in front of Maggie.
No, absolutely. And then she's just doing her job.
Right.
What's Bill Belichick say?
Do your job.
That's it. She's done it. And continues to do it.
And she immediately got out of the cross-court dink, which she knows she doesn't want with Stratman. Stratman's heavy topspin roll, so she goes behind Frazier, and Frazier puts a ball in the middle, and guess what happens? He wears it off the young paddle. The patterns are easy to see if you keep giving them the same thing, and she's more than happy. That's their first attack in this match.
Yeah.
She hadn't had to.
No.
That's what's interesting about why she's a very, very up-and-coming player. She can play two different ways.
Oh, that's beautiful. And the way Stratman held that, she almost looked like she was going to hit it. Then she stopped, Young committed, and she just goes inside out behind with an easy winner dink.
Got to keep doing it. There's that two-handed forehand again. She's caught. With the windup, Brasha's got to know that I'm the target on a ball that's up like that, but good heavy ball from Stratman. Yeah, thirds are either missed or way too high. They can't even get to the kitchen line here to get that zero erased. And all of that pressure creates bad shot selection.
4-0-1.
Young's even throwing up lobs down.
That was the last thing on the
on the
pickleball bingo.
checklist. Yep.
Pickleball bingo, full card.
Full card. Blackout, as they call it in bingo.
Yes.
5-0-1.
See, that's not the one to go behind him. He's coming in, so he hasn't overcommitted to the middle because he's on the way in. That ball you have to concede the kitchen or go to Brasha there. You have to.
Right, and if you are and committed to going backside behind him there, it's got to be soft.
It's got to be bounced.
It's got to be soft behind him. Force him to do something with it on his own, not use your pace against you.
Yeah, that's got to be, I like to call it the kitchenette in the front half of the kitchen. This could just be a big picture of DJ Young if you want to know the stats from game one. But look at that. I mean, I think what you're missing from that story, like if you just saw what's going on there, is the small number of third shots, period, that Stratman and Frazier hit, 11 to 21. So that's the math that's interesting there. But the reality is, one gentleman with great support from Brasha took over, and it hasn't stopped. Brasha doing a little more here, but then now these guys think I've got to go behind him, but at the right time.
There's just...
We're on frustration overload here now. Call timeout, get a ball off the net.
7-0-1.
Off the foot now of Frazier. I mean, he's hit Frazier
6 or 7
times.
Yes, yes. The Franklin X40 is the official ball of our tournament, and there are X's on the man's body.
Yes. Got away with it.
Yes.
He's flipping everything up there. It doesn't matter. Whatever he flips is gold. He's like Midas.
He is. He should be handing out the golden tickets.
Yeah. If that would have went in.
Because he lost his footing on the reach.
Right.
I mean, you're watching one of the most dominant individual performances in a bronze medal pro match. Just, you don't want to say it's over, but it's over.
Almost inevitable.
It's over. It is. Match point here.
And they hold.
They hold.
They hold one. So Stratman kind of joking with Frazier. Let's go. Smile.
Just trying. I mean.
Okay, if a 10-0 run happens on one side, who says it can't happen on the other? So.
I mean, DJ might say something about that.
Yeah, and getting your thirds and fifths over is going to have and make a major difference in that.
Indeed.
0-10-2.
DJ instantly looks at Maggie and goes, my bad, my bad. Agreed, it was hit right directly to you.
Right.
What did I do? But keep doing your thing.
Placement on that little flick is just impeccable.
You got Stratman pulled out wide. The middle is open. Frazier's on the right side, which is where he hasn't played much. I mean, they're trying to mix it up, but and there's
game point, match point right there. Yeah, Dave. I mean, that's just a absolute.
They got run over.
Yeah, domination by DJ Young and Maggie Brasha. They punch their ticket to the gold medal match where they will take on Leah Jansen and Tyson McGuffin coming up shortly. But I'm going to grab DJ and Maggie again and see what the difference was in that match, Dave. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.